I'm going to review Elmo's World. To be fair, I did enjoy watching Elmo's World as a kid, but as I started growing up, I found this show to be a show version of Elmo torture episodes. Yeah, you heard me. I believe Elmo is getting tortured in this series. I'm sure if you're a kid, you'd be like, that is so funny what the furniture does to Elmo. But when you grow up, you're like, what the fuck was I thinking laughing at Elmo in a situation like this? This furniture is literally torturing the poor 3-year-old monster. Poor Elmo, you furniture are cruel. Yeah, I know that's not the reaction a grown-up would get. And who's to blame for all the torture that this furry red 3-year-old goes through? None other than Elmo's furniture he calls his friends. From his door to his TV, everything gives Elmo a hard time. What do I mean by this? Well, let's take a look. Pray for me while I still have my sanity. Let's start off with Elmo's door. The trouble that Elmo has with his door is... My Henson, do I need to explain it? How should I explain it? Sometimes, when Elmo needs to open his door to show what he's thinking about, this happens.
Come on, door, open. Oh boy, door, come on, open up, door, come on. Come on, door. 1 second, please. Well, Elmo's thinking about. Come on, door.
And what does Elmo do in this situation? He says please and door opens. Okay, what? Time out here! Let me get this blinking thing straight! You're teaching little kids that in real life, if your door won't open, all you gotta do is say please and it'll open? What the pluck? No! No, that's not how real life works! Oh, if you think the door is unsympathetic, you haven't seen Elmo's shade. My Henson Elmo's shade. Okay, to be fair, the shade isn't as cruel as the other furniture, but here's what put it on my video. I remember one episode, Elmo was trying to open his shade, but the shade refused to open. What was the result?
Upsy daisy, Shade. Oh, come on, Shade, please. Elmo's just gonna have to help Shade. Oh, boy. Come on, Shade. Oh, no.
Just open when Elmo wasn't looking! The shade didn't even tell Elmo! The shade just opened when Elmo wasn't looking! The shade didn't even tell Elmo! Jeez, talk about poor citizenship. Not even the 6 pillars from Kids for Character could save from the abuse. But I think the real criminal behind Elmo's abuse is his drawer. The plucking drawer. All this thing does is push Elmo off screen with no remorse. You can even hear Elmo and you can figure out his suffering eventually.
Shh. Who eats bananas and who doesn't? Let's find out. Shh. Elmo wants to know what else grows out of the ground. And what doesn't? Don't you? Let's find out. Oh, not again, Troy.
There's even one episode where we find out that pushing Elmo off screen is what makes this drawer happy.
Oh, don't cry, Troy. What would make Troy happy?
Sheesh, what a douchebag! I'm I'm surprised Elmo didn't have in his imaginary world any hospital bills. Well, we discussed all the furniture that tortures Elmo. That is all of Elmo's furniture that does it, right? Right? Ding dong. Of course not. The final thing I want to talk about is Elmo's plucking TV. This TV is around when there's a channel that involves what Elmo wants to learn about. Sometimes Elmo thinks it's TV, but other times...
Wait, no! Elmo wants to learn more about balls! Elmo wants to learn more about shoes! Wait, Elmo wants to learn more about books! Wait, TV! Elmo wants to know more about birds! But wait, TV! Elmo wants to learn more about pets! Wait! Don't go! Elmo wants to find out more about birds! No, wait, TV! Elmo wants to learn more about bicycles! Wait, TV! Elmo still wants to learn more about the sky! Wait, TV! Elmo wants to find out even more about opening clouds! No, TV! Elmo wants to learn more about bath time! Wait, TV! Elmo wants to learn even more about jumping! Wait, TV! Slow down! Elmo wants to learn more about fast and slow! Wait, TV! Elmo wants to learn more about the beach! Wait, TV! Elmo wants to find out more about violins! Wait, TV! Elmo wants to know more! Oh, no! TV is still practicing! But Elmo still wants to know more about firefighters! How can we find out more?
Seriously, is this what happens near the end of Elmo's World episodes? What the heck is this TV wishing for anyway? I know this might not be bad as the rest of the furniture, but like with the drawer, you can hear the desperation that Elmo's feeling. Like Elmo's desperate to watch more. Okay, this next character doesn't actually count as furniture, but this character still gets under my skin. This character is a seagull who always steals Elmo's hats in the episode where Elmo learns about the beach. And my Henson, the ending just makes me furious. Take a look.
Yeah! Maybe these will work! No, seagull! Come back with Elmo's hat shorts! Hat shorts! Oh, Elmo needs to wear something on his head at the beach!
Say you need a hat? Have one of mine, amigo.
Yours?
What do you mean, your hat? That hat was actually Elmo's hat that you stole! What the bejesus is wrong with you, dumbass? Henson, I want to turn that seagull into KFC. Yeah, with all that said, I'm sure you now know Elmo's suffering in Elmo's world. I used to enjoy this kind of stuff as a kid, but it was Satan making me enjoy it. But here's how I really see it that burns me up about this. Remember Squidward torture porn? Well, in my point of view, out of all the characters that would have probably been an early version of Squidward torture porn, Elmo is the one they chose to give a torture porn. I can imagine Elmo crying about this.
Oh no! Elmo lost him! Oh, he's never gonna find him again! Okay, Elmo, I'm ready to play count! Boy, are you upset?
And honestly, I wouldn't blame him. You can do a torture porn on Snoopy's brother Spike. Granted, it'll be mean-spirited, but it'll be a lot more funny than this crap. You can do a torture porn on Rita and Runts due to the fact that they never will find a home. And finally, you can do a torture porn on Leonard Hofstadter due to Sheldon Cooper knowing him and Sheldon being rude to Leonard all the time, and Sheldon does try to be a better friend to Leonard. He's just really bad at it. I don't understand what you have to do to entertain the children. So, there's my rant on Elmo's World. It's such a shame to know the truth about a lovable Sesame Street character, the suffering he goes through. Well, thank Henson for cartoons like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Cat Dog, Bunnicula, and Nature Cat to keep me from being traumatized. I'm Griffin the Autistic Blockhead, and I'm out of here. I'm going to get my axe and chop up that drawer that keeps pushing me out the window.